Hey everybody, welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. My name is Nick Bryant, and as you can see, I'm in a different surroundings today, which is some exciting news which we're going to talk about after we've spoken with our guest today, which is Sophie Forrest-Lavery from Forrest HR. How are you, Soph?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Nick?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Good to see you. Good to see you.
And you?
The last time we did a podcast was about 2 years ago, 2023.
Yeah, 23.
Now, I'm sure there's been lots of changes. Let's start off by that. Tell us what's been happening in the last 2 years.
So I guess just to kind of recap on the services that we're offering to our clients now. So we're offering HR, which has always been the flagship service. We offer people management training. We now have employment law services for employees, like individuals, and for companies, and then also health and safety as well.
Yeah. And there's been a big change in the Employment Rights Bill, which must have been a big effect on how you help businesses.
Absolutely. So we had a few changes that came in last year, but businesses will see the largest changes coming in this year and next year. The next wave of changes is April, and there's some pretty significant changes coming up for that.
Yeah. Can you be specific with what
they
are?
So I suppose the biggest one, which is going to really hit some small businesses, is the statutory sick pay changes. So at the moment, if you have a day off sick, like 1, 2, 3 days off sick, then without any kind of company sick pay scheme in place, individuals have to wait those 3 days until they get statutory sick pay.
Yeah.
But under the new laws, that's now happening from day one.
Wow.
So that's going to be... You're going to see quite a big difference financially for businesses for that. Other changes are paternity leave and parental leave. They're now going to become day one rights as well.
Right.
And whistleblowing, with the changes to sexual harassment, anti-sexual harassment as well. There's now you can have a sexual harassment disclosure under whistleblowing. So, and they're all coming in April. So
wow, that's a lot of changes. Do you think it leans more towards the employer or the employee, or is it 50-50 thing?
It's definitely more employee.
Is it?
Yeah. And we're going to see even more of that like next year as well. There's more changes coming in January, which is, we'll talk about more of that another time, but the changes coming in 27 are going to be in regards to unfair dismissal rights. At the moment you have to have 2 years service to qualify for that, but that's going right down to 6 months. So that's going to be a big change as well.
That's a lot. So it's a lot of studying for you to do, and a lot of laws and regulations to get on top of.
Absolutely. It kind of takes us back to sort of COVID days a bit when that landscape was just changing constantly. The different schemes that they were bringing in, remember like the furlough scheme and all of that.
Yes, of course.
I don't think I've listened to news so much in my life in terms of, having to learn it like everybody else, and then, kind of make sure that guidance, that the advice for clients was all up and ready, so we could brief them and coach them through. And it's exactly the same with this. And I think, under the training side of the business, we've now created a new training course, and it's in regards to the Employment Rights Act, which is now the Employment Rights Act 2025.
Okay.
Because obviously that changed last year. So the Employment Rights Bill is now the Employment Rights Act.
Okay.
And we've created 2-stage training. So stage 1, that's ready now. And that will cover those sort of 4 elements that I just went through, maybe some others as well. And that's available to all companies. It's really for sort of managers and key staff, so they want to know exactly what the changes are, how it's going to impact them and their business. Just to guide them through. Nothing overly heavy, but just to...
Are they downloadable things from your website, or is it they need to get in touch?
Yeah. So the on our website again now is the timetable. So that's the full timetable from kind of last year right up to next year with all of the law changes that are coming in.
Yeah.
So you can download that. You don't have to pay or anything. That timetable is available now. So
remind me your website URL, Forrest.
So it's www.theforestgroup.co.uk.
Okay, that's great. And also, I noticed the other day your Google reviews are coming up.
Yes. So we've.
You must be doing a good job.
Yeah, thank you. We're really pleased with that. So all 5-star reviews across the board, which is good. and we get a lot of reviews, testimonials from current clients when they then recommend us to their clients. So that's always a great testimonial to know that they're recommending us.
Yeah.
So
well, it means you're doing the right job, isn't it? If they're going to spread the word, that's all we need. That's easy sort of new clients, isn't it? It's perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to your personal life, if you like, if we can call it that, because you're looking so radiant. I know you've tried and you're trying, I'm not trying, I'm succeeding, a new program, which is why we're here in this beautiful home. Tell us why we're here and who it is we're here with. I'll let you do it.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm doing it's a lifestyle reset. It's called the Sixpack Revolution.
Yeah.
I'm on week 5 of 11.
Yes.
And it's funny because I've tried lots of different things for weight loss, nutrition, and I've never really stuck to it. And my husband's always saying, "Oh, something else you're not going to stick to," and I haven't. I've slipped into bad habits, and then I moan about it afterwards, saying, "Oh, I'm not losing any weight," blah blah. And a good friend of mine, Helen Janaszek, who's in my gym class that I go to in Tommy Drills, and she recommended. Well, she did the wave last year. She did the program last year, and looked amazing. Still looks amazing. And she said to me, "Look, you should have a look at it. Look into it. It's really good." Was telling me about some of the food that's included and the exercises, and I looked at it up. I just thought, yeah, this is a bit of me.
Yeah.
And she'd said, I always remember her comment of, it literally changed her life. Right. And I was just like, did it change your life? That's quite a bold statement.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm in start of week 5. It has changed my life.
Amazing.
My energy is off the chart. My enthusiasm for stuff. My focus on work is so on point.
Yes.
I've never been so sharp, so focused ever.
Amazing.
My sleep's amazing. I'm not really missing the alcohol or anything else. I'm not suggesting that I'm going to be teetotal for the rest of my life. No. But I'm loving it. The program was created by a fantastic individual called Scott Harrison, and this is.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to hear all about more about it. I've met Scott today. We're in his house. He's just sitting here, and
very
he's going
kind of him to have us in his home today.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, it's really cool. And so we're going to get Scott in now and get him to explain about the Six-Pack Revolution, why he does it, how he does it. And but thank you for inviting me up here, and thank you to Scott. I'll talk to him shortly about doing the podcast. But just briefly, if anyone wants any HR help, then go to your website, give you a call, all of those things.
Please do.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Seth. Good to see you. Scott, so I'd say welcome, but I'm actually in your house.
Yes, well, let me say welcome to you. Welcome to my humble abode.
Thank you. It's lovely to see you. No, it's a pleasure. Thank you for asking us here. I'm so intrigued about what Sophie has been saying about you and how you've helped her.
I'd like to just start off by just thanking you, Scott, because, like my friend said, it changed her life, and already the benefits that it's given me with the energy and my sleep and how I just feel, it's incredible.
Well, it's a common thing because most of us don't know how a human body should feel, because since the day we were born we've poisoned ourselves with full fat milk, bread, butter, crisps, sweets, chocolate, fizzy pop. Then what do you reckon? Age of 10, probably had a sip of your parents' alcohol. I'll tell you my last story. And then by 14, you're over the park with a bottle of something. That's not including the cigarettes, the alcohol, the sugar, the caffeine. And then by 18, we're drinking as often as we can, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And we wonder why we suffer with loads of anxiety and chronic illnesses, and because you keep putting a diesel into a petrol engine, it's just going to cough, splutter, and stop. And that's what most people don't realise. So when they do something like this, it's like a big light bulb moment that goes off.
Yeah.
And you think, flipping heck, this is amazing. I feel incredible. Yeah. And then quite often don't end up, if you do it properly and you change your relationship with food and drink and yourself and exercise, hopefully you instill those values into you to go forward and keep some kind of balance of that and live a healthier, happier, more abundant life.
Yeah. I wish all those things were obvious to people, but they're not, are they, for some strange reason? So the Six-Pack Revolution, let's get into it. Tell us what it is, how it helps people, and where it came from, perhaps.
Okay, so It's the six-pack revolution, and now we have pause, which is our menopause version of the program, but I'll get back to that. So it's an online fitness, nutrition and personal development program that changes your relationship with food, with drink, with exercise and with yourself. Creating sustainable habits so that when you come off the program, you don't end up back at square one.
Yeah.
And actually, I teach everyone at the end how to keep their results and still party twice a week. So it's very sustainable. And if you've ever seen the results of the program, most people can't believe that happened in 75 days. And it's absolutely life-changing.
Yeah.
And that's life-changing physically, mentally, emotionally, healthily, menopausally, and visually.
Okay. Yeah.
So that visual transformation is a fraction of what you gain.
Yeah. And you really give them a step-by-step process, what they do, what they eat, what exercise they do. You really make it easy for them. Is that correct?
Yep. We're live with everyone all day, every day. You ask a question, it's answered in minutes.
Yeah.
We're all in groups of roughly about 100.
Okay.
And we tell you what to eat every day, what to drink every day, how to exercise every day, and how to think every day.
Okay. And those groups, so that it's a good way of doing it, so they're all together and they all can sort of bounce ideas off each other or how they're feeling. Is that right?
Yeah, so everyone supports each other. We've got every walk of life you could ever imagine. So people with no legs, people in wheelchairs, people with cerebral palsy, where half the body doesn't even work, aged 18 to 86-year-olds, people I've got Olympians, Great Britain squad, a raft of celebrities, a list as long as your arm. Yeah. And we all support and inspire each other. So we're not here to try and make the other one look, but we're lifting everybody at all times. And the great thing about it is that anyone can do it. We've got, as I say, we've got 18 to 86-year-olds in 92 different countries.
Right.
So that's different colours, different creeds, different supermarkets, different seasonal foods.
Yeah.
And we've got tens of thousands of participants. And
have you? Yeah. So it's global. It's
because
it's all online. It makes it easier as well.
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
So I turned this round at the age of 42. I'm 52 now. It's our 10th anniversary.
Right. Yeah.
This year, and I was picking up the kids from school on a pretty rare occasion. Wifey usually does that.
Yes.
And I was actually just observing the parents, and there were many that were bloated, overweight, buckling at the knees, waddling.
Yeah.
Poisoned looking. And the kids were running out to their role models, and I was thinking, well, that isn't very good, is it?
Yeah, right.
And then I realised I was one of them. Right. So yes, I was a bit tubby.
Okay.
And I decided that my New Year's resolution in the Jan was going to be, I'm going to get a six-pack.
Right.
And I chose a visual goal because I'm into visualisation, manifestation, focusing on what I want. We work a lot on the mind in the programme as well, which is why it's so successful and why it's so sustainable. So if you don't change your relationship, you're just going to end up back to square one again, which most diets you will know end up there and worse. Whereas we've got huge success in the opposite. And I didn't really know what I was doing at the beginning. I was just sort of like blogging my journey on Facebook. 36 other people wanted to join me. I said, I'm not messing around here, but there were no recipes, there were no proper workouts created. We were just eating very bland, and I was learning as I was going along. Okay. But the results from that, people couldn't believe. We got 19 people to the finish line. I mean, it's pretty strict and bland, to be fair, so that's quite impressive, I think. We get about 70% people to the finish line now, which is huge. Yeah. On a 75-day program that has no cheat days, no alcohol. But it's hugely successful. I mean, we have like massive success with chronic illness as well, like ME, MS, fibromyalgia, eczema, psoriasis, Crohn's, IBS, blood pressure, sleep apnea, scoliosis, lymphedema, Guillain-Barré syndrome, Hashimoto's. I could go on for ages. Either being brought to a much more manageable level or into complete remission, including menopause.
Right, okay. Just to interrupt you mentioned getting them to the finish line after 75 days, but then what?
So then I teach them how to keep their results and still party twice a week. So they, it's not like you can't still go and have fun and be indulgent and be naughty now and again. Yeah. But what you got to do really, and what everyone's got to understand is you got to flip the script. So at the moment, everyone's normal is cheating. Okay. And then they're only healthy once a year for 2 weeks in Jan when they think, well, I'm going to have a New Year's resolution. After a couple of weeks, feel a bit better. Oh, I'm done now. And go back. And then it only comes back the following year. And that's going to lead you to a life of problems.
So that's what happens. So I guess the mindset part of it is is that like 90% of it? How far, is that? Is it
The
big part of
nutrition,
it? Yeah.
I would say, is 90% of it.
Right, okay.
You can exercise as much as you like. If you don't sort out the nutrition, the inflammation's still going to be there, the fat's still going to be there, and so on. So you're going to be struggling to grow muscle and so on if it's poor.
Okay.
But it's a whole holistic approach. You've got to make everything work so that everything works.
Yeah.
And if this works, to be fair, it's much easier to make everything else work.
It must be. It's all connected, isn't it? How much is it? Can I ask you how much it is to do the program?
So we run an early bird promo every year. So a couple of months before we actually start, there's a slightly better price.
Yes.
But it runs at about 149. At the moment, it's on at 139 all the way through the year because it's our 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
I don't raise the price up really high so that I can give discounts. I'm just trying to reach as many people as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So I keep everything to the wire as I can.
Yeah.
And if that was on early bird right now, that would be normally 129. But because it's our 10th year, 119.
That sounds incredible value for money to change your life after that amount of time. It sounds really good.
That's a one-off payment. It's not monthly. That's for the whole program.
Yeah.
And we're live with you all day, every day.
Okay.
So you're not just getting recipes and meal plans and exercise. You're getting motivation, education, support all day, every day, night and day.
That's great, isn't it? Which isn't just you, obviously. You've got a team.
I've got about 180 in my team.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow. Right. Okay. That must tick some.
Quite a few all over the world spotted around, but it's
yeah.
It's become quite a monster over the last 10 years.
Are you incredibly organised?
No.
You surprised me. I think
No,
you'd say
I'm
yes,
really
of course.
not. I'm quite ADHD,
Right.
which I got diagnosed not too long ago.
Okay.
Because wifey made me go in there to get a diagnosis. So, which explains a lot, to be fair. But I'm very focused on things I love, and I love this, and I live it.
Yeah, no, it sounds really. So you've got out of those 180 people that help you, you've got a specialist in nutrition, a specialist in dealing with stopping drinking, all those sort of things.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're all experts in those fields, obviously.
Yeah, I've got a GP. She's an Ironman.
Right. Okay.
So she doesn't just understand; she understands physical extremes and how to fuel the body for stuff like that. So, and she's quite mad as a box of frogs, if you ask me. Nutrition, as you said, yes. Psychotherapist, doctor of chiropractic. He holds the highest qualification in the world for chiropractic doctor.
Right.
I've got menopause experts in everything menopause, so CBT, bladder health, pelvic floor, HRT, and they've got letters after their names like an alphabet.
Yeah.
Doctor of biochemistry.
Okay.
And then there's little old me, who's a celebrity PT now.
Yes.
And I'm an author. I've got a Sunday Times best-selling book.
Have you?
I also do kids' books.
Okay.
As well.
What's your book called?
The Sunday Times
Yes,
bestsellers.
yeah.
Eat your way to a six-pack.
Okay. Right.
And then the second book is high protein meals in minutes.
And you can get that on Amazon? Or? Yeah.
Really
okay.
cheap at the moment as well because it's that time of year.
Yeah. Okay. So best-selling author, PT to the stars. What's next for you? Are you just going to continue doing this? Have you got any other plans to build on top of the six-pack revolution? Or?
Good question.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier Pause, which is our new menopause program. So we was having huge success with menopause.
Yeah.
So I was getting contacted from various professionals all over the country saying, like, Scott, what's going on? Like, my client's been with you for 2 weeks. She's got no symptoms anymore. What on earth are you doing? And I held my hands up, said I was an imposter. I didn't create this program for the menopause originally. But when we found out that it was life-changing and probably the best program on the planet for these symptoms, we researched into it even more. I went to Malta and I had a podcast with a lady in Malta.
Okay.
It's called The She Word.
Okay.
And it's 4 ladies around a table and they invited me in.
That was a challenge.
Well, they originally wanted me to dress up with a wig and lipstick, and I said, "This is very serious. I don't think we should make fun of it."
Yeah.
And somehow I got away with it.
Yeah, you did.
And but one thing they said is that we feel like we're the forgotten people. So I come away and thought, well, I'm not going to forget you.
Yeah, right.
And we just it took about a year or so. I put this program together, taking what we already know and what we already do, and wrapping it in menopause. So the experts in here, we're doing live Zooms, sharing their wisdom on all things menopause.
Yeah.
Low impact weight training, Pilates, mindful meditations, and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So that's relatively new. That started in September. Although, to be fair, we've got 10 years proof of it because the DNA is the same.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I've got a new a couple of new books that I'm working on to coming out. Another recipe book with exercise and stuff, a bit like the others.
Yeah.
But I'm also doing a personal development book.
Okay.
And also a book of my quotes. I write a lot of quotes.
Nice. Yeah.
But I'm going to put the explanations with them. So it's quite a motivating little book as well.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I like that.
And new products, new flavours of existing products, new products that don't exist yet. Got a lot coming out this year if I can get it all done and dusted. But everything takes time because I'm a little bit anal would be a good description most people will give you of me. And I have to have everything really.
The way that's your ADHD coming out,
that's been
isn't it?
kicking in,
Yeah. Now, social media is a big thing, of course, of what you do. I think you show a lot of before and afters as well on there. That's helped growth? I mean, obviously you're a variable, approachable guy, and people like using you. But has social media played a big part in you getting more clients?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the most of our clients have come organically because if someone sees someone who's done the program,
well, like Sophie,
was saying, it's like, what have you done? Like, you look amazing, you know. Because we feed and nourish you to fat loss. We don't starve and malnourish you to it.
Right.
So that's where the energy, the vitality, the strength, the power, the resilience, the anxiety disappears, the sleep comes, the happiness comes, and the visual transformation. You know, you wake up in the morning, like what you see in the mirror, your day started really well.
Yeah.
If you don't, it hasn't.
Yes, of course.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's really apparent when someone's done the program. So organic, and also I've had a lot of celebrities do it. So I've been in every magazine, TV show, and radio show that you could probably think of. So that's helped grow it organically as well.
Outreach.
But we do have a social media platform, and we post every day, and we try and give value, and it's been quite a journey because this is an accidental business. I didn't create it intentionally.
No, it's just to get fit to yourself.
I just found that when I was doing it and the results we were getting from it, I found something I loved doing. I mean, I had a very successful business beforehand. I had a very large double glazing company. And talking about business, you know, we turned over £18 million the year I left.
Right. Okay.
And my business partner was going, "What? You're leaving?" I went, "Yes, I'm leaving. I've found something I love. I'm going to take the jump, and fingers crossed I can make something of it."
I love that.
And
well, it just shows you what sort of level you work at, and that your mindset is at to do that, because that's a big undertaking.
Yeah, I took. I do everything 110%.
Yeah.
And I always over deliver.
Right.
I think that's a good mantra. Every job I've ever done, I've over delivered.
Nice. Very nice. The satisfaction you get from it must come hugely from the people around you that are getting results, because of their happy faces, the way it's changing their lives, them probably dropping notes to you saying thank you so much. Is that the main part, or do you get any other satisfaction from the job at all, if you want to call it a job?
Yeah, so I get so many messages. I mean, not just all the way through the program, but especially at the very end when people feel that emotion of completing the program. We call it the Christmas Day for adults.
Oh, right. Yeah, I like that.
So it's very rare to get that excitement on Christmas Day when you're an adult like you did as a kid.
Yes.
But you wake up on the morning of your final photo day and you definitely get that. I had one lady, she sent me an actual card, a written card, which most people don't do anymore. And it said in that card, "Scotty, I don't know how to thank you for giving my children their money back."
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's really nice.
And I just went,
yeah, that'll do, won't it? That's all you need.
Money can't buy that stuff.
No, that's all you need. Well, I think we can sort of end on that because that's a perfect ending. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much for inviting us in. So if anyone wants to get involved with the Six Pack Revelation, they just go to your website, social media. How do they do that?
Yeah, it's the sixpackrevolution.com.
Right, okay.
And you can find us on the socials at the Six Pack Revolution.
Okay.
And if you want to follow me, it's at I am Scott Harrison.
Okay, all right, everyone who's interested, please do that. As you can tell.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, you can, Scott. Sorry.
Just if I can leave everybody with something.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything you've ever been, and everything that you are now, and everything that you are to become, is reliant on your health. Because if you do not have that, you do not have anything.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? The most valuable thing, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you for inviting us in, and thank you, Sophie. And we'll see you all for another podcast soon. Thank you.
Anytime. Thanks.